quickly. It's a quick weave. Let's get this done quickly. Yeah. Ooh, feels so good to get it off the ears. Hey guys, we are into part 3 of this video. I'm going to jump straight into this. If you don't know what the other 2 videos are, it is my pre-wash, post-wash, and now we are finally laying down the cap. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this. Oh, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I'm really happy to see you guys. Let's keep going. Okay, I'm going to be using the Quick Dry Hair Protect Liquid Cap in black. Mason jar is what I'm going to pour this in. Boom. I'm using this brush here. I love this one because it has the brush, but then also it has a rat tail. Oh, fire, fire, fire. Scissors and my Dyson attachment on here so I can blow directly onto the spots because it has this nozzle right here. I like to squirt it in here. I just think that it works a lot better having it in something else, not this. I'm just too clumsy. It'll just be too much for me. Let's go ahead. Squeeze this in. Honestly, I'll be taking the lid off. Okay, we're gonna put this one on. Boom. Biggest thing is making sure these pieces are up here. What we're doing is we're adding 2 caps and I'm making sure to pull out my 2 pieces of leave out. Those 2 top braids are not gonna have any product on it. And then I am doing the ear little trick where you get the cap as flat as possible, make a super small hole, and then rip your ear through the hole, y'all. Okay, got both those in now. We're gonna be going straight across here. I'm using my finger and also just the feeling of the wetness of the product to make sure that I am just on the hairline of where the ending of those braids are. I do feel like that going a little bit over is really beneficial to making sure that you have it all blended as well as possible. I think it's really important to go just a little bit over onto the braids. The product itself comes out very quickly. And you know what I'm putting on my lips. Like, get out of here. My favorite, I can't be stopped. I'm just a girl. Alright, that was the first part that I do. The second half that I do now is I'm going to add in some glue. I already know, oh, it's ripping her hair out, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care. My hair grows so fast. Save your energy. We're here for the look. Okay? Alright. Anyways, I'm going to use this glue. And I'm going to do all around the edging. I just have to make sure that I'm actually doing it in the correct place, child. My hands. Having a muscle disease is insane. Please, if you have anger issues, don't hold that shit in. Go to therapy because you don't want an autoimmune disease. If you struggle with CPTSD, all of that, go to therapy for real. Get some distress management in a more safe environment. Okay. Ooh, did it again. From there, I'm gonna go underneath my at-home dryer and I'm also gonna get some editing done so you guys can see me do both. Really perfect, the entire thing that's golden hot. This is how it comes. You can just pull this guy straight out. Ooh, from there, we're gonna connect the hose. Boom. Take our earrings out, adjust it. And then we're gonna put this on medium heat. Woo, it's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. I'm a millennial. Ooh, feels so good to get it off the ears. Yeah, that looks good. A little bit too close. Alright guys, we have our base down finally. Next thing we're going to do is start laying down these tracks. I'm going to use regular glue because I did hot glue last time, and let me tell you, the tracks start coming up pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm actually going to use my previous tracks. I'm going to wash my hair once it's on my head, but for right now we're going to go ahead and just bust this out. I'm hoping to get it done quickly. It's a quick weave. Let's get this done quickly. Play my favorites playlist on shuffle. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is spritz the back of my head because that's where I'm starting. I'm just gonna do the whole head. Okay, got a new glue here. I'm hoping this one doesn't smell as fishy because I hate it. Okay, switch nozzles for my Dyson. Now we're using this one. It's just a straight line, not like a concise area, but just a straight line. I already have this hair. It's pre-done already from the last time I wore it. I'm just gonna start taking the tracks off from the bottom and putting them right back on. This is hot glue, which you could tell it didn't last so great. So I'm switching to regular glue. And then I'm gonna wash it once I put it on my head. As I already showed you, this wig was already pre-cut for me because I am taking it straight from the one that I just took off. I am starting at the very base in the nape of my head and being as far down onto the black cap as possible. And I'm putting these tracks in as close as possible because I want to get all of the hair reinstalled back into my head. I prefer to get 4 to 4.5 bundles into my head, minimum. I want my neck to hurt, okay? I'm able to breeze through this even faster because these tracks are already pre-cut. The biggest thing is just making sure that it's even on both ends. So I will pre-measure it beforehand just to make sure that I don't need to make any alterations. And then from there, I just reapply. The thing about me is I'm just getting these tracks in anyway. So I like to do 2 different methods. Either I do it on the track and then I put one side on first, and then I like to also put glue down on the actual cap. So for me, when it comes to the regular traditional glue, the more glue the better. I don't ever get it onto the hair, but I do like these tracks to lay down, and it kind of turns it into a permanent wig for me. The hardest part for me obviously is on the back of my head. So once we start getting around to the full circles, it makes things easier. Any tracks that came off as 2, I made sure to put them in as 2, whether I sandwiched them together or just made sure that I had enough glue down. As you can see here, I make any changes. They're not going to fit exactly the same as last time because I am a person, but I do just go ahead and make sure that I make all of those adjustments as I continue to go. Yeah, that's one of them double sandwich ones. And guess what? Them tracks never come out. We be good. It's really important to add heat to this and a lot of it to make sure that these tracks are cemented down. Ooh, it's looking good. Always singing, oh my god. This, I'm not sure if I even like it still, but you can either do U-shape or circle shape. I went ahead and did a little bit of a circle because somehow this hair was a lot longer this track, but I don't know if I love it. I do end that out with one small piece the other way. There we go. Facing downways, and it'll be the one track that needs to be covered. Everything else lays on top of each other, so it covers itself. And I do like to detangle. There's obviously glue and stuff in here, which I'll take care of in the shower, but this is the pre part. Just making sure that everything is laying down properly. And flat. I like my hair to be flat. Last part we're doing is the flip over method. I like to go all the way up until I have about 2 tracks I need to use. As you can see, this is like a big rectangle. I'm filling in those spots. And what I do is I leave 2 tracks available for me to place around this rectangle. So I'll close it up at the end, which I actually think I forgot to record, but I am laying these tracks down, and with each track I'm making sure that it makes sense for my bangs, overlapping them, just making sure that I'm not going to have any tracks showing. I like to play in my hair a lot, so I have to make sure that I have these tracks as close to as possible. And you are making these tracks go towards you, not away from you. These are the pieces that will be flipping over. Last one, cutting that. And then, like I said, those last 2 tracks on the other side, I do eventually put those in. I just did off camera. It's really important to continue to make sure that as you're laying these tracks in, you are seeing how they're going to be laying. And then lastly, this is finally the leave out part. Like I said, there will be a little bit of product that I will have to eventually fully wash out. I do comb some of it out because it's really flaky and easy. But do you see how close I am to the hairline? Exactly. Like, come on. The priority is if I don't feel like blowing drying my hair all the way, that I'm able to still look cute. Look at that. And now we got all this dirty hair back into my head. Whew. Oh, okay guys, this is the end of part 3. I hope you guys are enjoying this series that I have going on. Our very last video will be me styling the hair. Wow, we have made it to the end, and I did this all in like 6 hours, so I'm really proud of myself. But we're gonna keep going. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! And you know I'll be fried dyeing it and laying it to the side. Never cared.